कुर्मः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। सरस्वती महाभागे विद्ये कमललोचने विद्यारूपे विशालाक्षी विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तु ते। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च। मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्। गीतासु गीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता। भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणीन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिः ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। महापापादिपापानि गीताध्ययनं करोति चेत् क्वचित् स्पर्शं न कुर्वन्ति नलिनीदलम् अम्बुवत्। गीतायाः पुस्तकं यत्र यत्र पाठः प्रवर्तते तत्र सर्वाणि तीर्थानि प्रयागादीनि तत्र वै। यत्र गीताविचारश्च पठनं पाठनं श्रुतं तत्र अहं निश्चितं पृथ्वीं निवसामि सदैव हि। चिदानन्देन कृष्णेन प्रोक्ता स्वमुखतोऽर्जुन वेदत्रयी परानन्दा तत्त्वार्थज्ञानसंयुता। 18 जपेन्नित्यं नरो निश्चलमानसः ज्ञानसिद्धिं स लभते ततो याति परं पदम्। गीतार्थं ध्यायते नित्यं कृत्वा कर्माणि भूरिशः जीवन्मुक्तः स विज्ञेयो देहान्ते परमं पदम्। मन्दारगन्धसंयुक्तं चारुहासं चतुर्भुजं बर्हि पिच्छावचूडाङ्गं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। रुक्मिणीकेलिसंयुक्तं पीताम्बरसुशोभितम् अवाप्ततुलसीगन्धं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उत्फुल्लपद्मपत्राक्षं नीलजीमूतसन्निभं यादवानां शिरोरत्नं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। अस्तु, प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। गीता प्रवेश पुस्तके द्वितीयभागे तृतीयोऽध्यायः। दशमं श्लोकं पठनीयम्। अलिवेलु भगिनी पठितुम् इच्छति वा?
भगिनी नमस्कारः। सह यज्ञाः प्रजाः परोवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वमेष गोस्त्विष्टकामधुक्। पदार्थः प्रजापतिः सृष्टिकर्ता। पुरा पूर्वं सह यज्ञाः कर्माधिकृताः प्रजाः मानवान् सृष्ट्वा विधाय उवाच अवदत् अनेन एतेन यज्ञेन प्रसविष्यध्वं वृद्धिं प्राप्नुवन्तु। एषः अयं यज्ञः वः इष्टकामधुक् भवताम् अभीष्टदाता अस्तु भवतु। अन्वयः प्रजापतिः पुरा सह यज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा उवाच अनेन यज्ञेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् एषः वः इष्टकामधुक् अस्तु। आकाङ्क्ष उवाच कः उवाच?
भगिनी एकं निमिषं। पदविभागः पदपरिचयः अपि वदतु भगिनी।
पदविभागः सह यज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् एषा वा अस्त्विष्टकाम एषः
अनन्तरं
वः अस्ति इष्टकामधुक् अस्ति इष्टकामधुक्
अस्ति न अस्तु
अस्तु सारी क्षम्यताम् अस्तु इष्टकामधुक्
पदपरिचयः सो सह यज्ञाः
यज्ञः पुंलिङ्गं बहुवचनं
पुंलिङ्ग
प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनं प्रजाः पुंलिङ्गं प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनं सृष्ट्वा क्वान्तं सृज् धातुः पुरा स्त्रीलिङ्गम् एकवचनम्
अव्ययम्
सारी अव्ययम् ओके
स्त्रीलिङ्गं नास्ति केवलम् अव्ययम्
अव्ययम् उवाच वच् धातुः प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं प्रजापतिः पुंलिङ्गं प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनम् अनेन अव्ययं प्रसविष्यध्वम्
अनेन अव्ययं नास्ति इदं शब्दस्य तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं पुंलिङ्गं तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनम् इदं शब्दस्य
तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं प्रसविष्यध्वम् प्रसविष्यध्वम् వెర్బ్ అవుతుంది ప్రా ఉపసర్గం
సుధాతు
सुधाते
मध्यम पुरुष बहुवचनं आत्मनेपदी अस्ति एतत्
सुधातु आत्मनेपदी मध्यम पुरुष एकवचनं एषः प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनं पुंलिङ्गं वः प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनं पुंलिङ्गं इष्टकामधुक् इष्टकामधुक् అంటే
इष्टकामधुक् एतत् स्त्रीलिङ्ग शब्दमस्ति प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं
स्त्रीलिङ्गम्
एकं निमिषम् इष्टकामधुक्
अस्तु अस् धातुः विधिलिङ्गलकारं प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनं भगिनी
अन्वयं पठतु
अन्वयः प्रजापतिः पुरा सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा उवाच अनेन यज्ञेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् एषः वः इष्टकामधुक् अस्तु आकाङ्क्षा उवाच कः उवाच प्रजापतिः उवाच प्रजापतिः कदा उवाच प्रजापतिः पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः किं कृत्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः काः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः कीदृशीः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच किं प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच प्रसविष्यध्वम् प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच केन प्रसविष्यध्वम् प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् पुनश्च किम् प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वम् अस्तु प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वं कः अस्तु प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वम् एषः यज्ञः अस्तु प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वम् एषः यज्ञः कीदृशः अस्तु प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वम् एषः यज्ञः इष्टकामधुक् अस्तु प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वम् एषः यज्ञः केषाम् इष्टकामधुक् अस्तु प्रजापतिः सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा पुरा उवाच अनेन प्रसविष्यत्वम् एषः यज्ञः वः इष्टकामधुक् अस्तु तात्पर्यम् सृष्टिकर्ता कल्पादौ वर्णोचितकर्मणा सह प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा अनेन कर्मणा भवन्तः वृद्धिं प्राप्नुवन्तु इदं कर्म भवताम् अभीष्टदायकं भवतु इत्यवदत् व्याकरणमपि पठामि भगिनि
एकं निमिषं प्रथमम् अन्वयं पुनः एकवारं चर्चां कुर्मः तो अत्र क्रियापदानि कानि
उवाच अस्तु
उवाच अस्तु प्रसविष्यध्वम् अपि अस्ति खलु
प्रसविष्यत्वम् अपि
तत् मध्यमपुरुष बहुवचनम् अतः तदपि क्रियापदमेव प्रथमम् उवाच इति स्वीकृत्य कर्तृपदं किम् अत्र
प्रजापतिः
प्रजापतिः उवाच कम् उवाच अत्र नास्ति एतस्मिन् वाक्ये कर्मपदं नास्ति किं कृत्वा उवाच
सृष्ट्वा
सृष्ट्वा पूर्वकालः कान् सृष्ट्वा
प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा
कीदृशः प्रजाः
सहयज्ञाः प्रजाः
अस्तु सो अत्र प्रजाः कर्मपदम् अस्ति सृष्ट्वा पदस्य क्रियापदस्य प्रजाः कर्मपदम् अस्ति सहयज्ञाः विशेषणम् अस्ति प्रजाः पदस्य विशेषणम् अस्ति खलु सो प्रजापतिः कर्तृपदम् उवाच क्रियापदम् अत्र सृष्ट्वा इति क्त्वान्तम् अस्ति क्त्वान्तं पूर्वकालमेव पूर्वकालः एतस्य क्रियापदस्य कर्मपदं प्रजाः सहयज्ञाः विशेषणम् अस्ति प्रजाः पदस्य विशेषणम् अस्ति पुरा इति अधिकरणं कालाधिकरणं सूचयति उवाच पदस्य एव अन्वयम् अस्ति पुरापदस्य अस्तु अनन्तरं द्वितीयं वाक्यम् अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् सो अत्र अनेन किं भवति अनेन इत्युक्ते किं यज्ञेन कदा अन्टे प्रथमं प्रजापतिः किम् उक्तवान् प्रजाः सृष्ट्वा उवाच he was going to say this he said this after creating the people what did he say and while creating the people he also created some yajnaha to be performed by the people okay so prajapatihi here means the srishtikarta sahayajnaha means karmadhikritaha the karmas that need to be done by the people like the yajnas so anena prasavishyadvam prasayishvadvam means vriddhim prapnuvantu means you live prosperously okay anena so here anena refers to the yajnaha that he created along with the people he created some yajna karyani and the people and then he said with these yajnas you prosper okay so here anena prasavishyadvam. Tadeva asti shloke. Kintu anena ityukte yajnena. Okay, that is, we can give it as adhyahritam for us to understand. Whenever we are writing Anvaya, the main purpose of writing Anvaya is to very clearly indicate what the shloka is, the meaning of the shloka. So for that, when there are certain ambiguities, we can use some words to clear that ambiguity. Because in the shloka, not every time all the words will be provided. So there will be connection between the sentences. So here in this sentence, anena prasavishyadvam, here anena indicates by the yajnas, with the yajnas, using the yajnas. You can prosper. So here anena is in tritiya vibhakti, and this yajnas are used as karanas. They are used as instruments to prosper, for us to be more prosperous. So we are using those as sadhanas. So this will be karanakarakam. Anena here will be karanakarakam to the kriyapadam prasavishyadvam. Okay. And what will be the kartrupadam here? Prasavishyadvam is madhyama purusha bahuvachana. So the kartrupadam will be yuyam. Yuyam prasavishyadvam. So yuyam is not given. We can take that as adhyahritam. Anantaram trutiyam kriyapadam kim astu. So atra kartrupadam kim? Eshaha. Eshaha astu. Astu is the kriyapadam. Eshaha will be the kartrupadam of astu. Ishtakamadhuk astu. Eshaha ishtakamadhuk astu. Okay, so that yajna, here eshaha indicates yajna. Okay, yajnaha is a pumlinga shabda. That is why when we are referring to that, we are using the pronoun eshaha. So eshaha ishtakamadhuk astu. What is ishtakamadhuk? Abhishta data means whatever you wish for, it will provide. So this yajna that you perform will provide whatever you desire for, or whatever you want. So it will become, this yajna will become your ishtakamadhuk. Vaha ishtakamadhuk astu. Okay, vaha means your. It is yushmad shabda, shashti vibhakti. Okay. Yushmat shabdasya shashti vibhakti, bahuvachanam. So eshaha means yajnaha, vaha ishtakamadhuk astu. It will become your ishtakamadhuk. So here ishtakamadhuk, we have to mark it as vidheya visheshana, because the yajna is becoming ishtakamadhuk. Okay, so ishtakamadhuk will be vidheya visheshana, and astu is the kriyapadam. So these both sentences are spoken by the Prajapatihi. So Prajapatihi kimuvacha Prajapatihi anena prasavishyadvam iti uvacha. Punaha kimuvacha Prajapatihi eshaha vaha ishtakamadhuk astu iti uvacha. Okay, srishtva. Kim kritva uvacha? Sahayajnyaha prajaha srishtva Prajapatihi anena yajnena prasavishyadvam iti uvacha. Punaha Prajapatihi sahayajnyaha prajaha srishtva eshaha yajnyaha vaha ishtakamadhuk astu iti uvacha. So here we have two karma vakya karmas. What are those two vakya karmas? Anena prasavishyadvam. This will be one vakya karma. And the second vakya karma will be eshaha vaha ishtakamadhuk astu. Iti api vakya karma bhavati. Okay. So here the Prajapati he is saying, he spoke these two sentences. Soon after he created the Prajaha, along with the Yajnaha that they are supposed to perform. Then he spoke these two sentences. Since he spoke these two sentences, they will become the karma padam. But here, since the karma itself is a sentence, it is not just one word. We refer to it as vakya karma. Okay, so we write three different sentences, but when we are connecting the graph, we connect the prasavishyadvam kriyapadam to uvacha as vakya karma. Similarly, the astu also is connected to uvacha as the vakya karma. Okay. So any questions in the anvaya of the shloka so far? Anyone?
भगिनी एकः संशयः अस्ति। एषः यज्ञः पुंलिङ्गं प्रथमाविभक्ति कीदृशः अन्नప్పుడు इष्टकामधुक् विशेषणं भवति। एषः इष्टकामधुक् अपि पुंलिङ्गं भवति।
विशेषणम् अस्ति, पुंलिङ्गं भवितव्यम्। एकं निमिषं पुनः एकवारं दुः दुः पुंलिङ्गमेव धुक्, किन्तु इष्टकामधुक् समासपदं किं भविष्यति? एतत् उपपदसमासः पुनः एकवारं पश्यामः। इष्टकामधुक् धुक् अत्र धेनुः, so it is taken as the kamadhenu, because always anything that gives us, we compare it with kamadhenu. So this yajna will become like the kamadhenu. That is why it is strilinga. Okay. In such cases, when such comparisons are made, though it is the visheshana, sometimes the linga will not match because of the kind of comparison it is made.
Okay.
Any other question?
तथैव मम संशयमपि भगिनी, पदस्य इष्टकामधुक् पदस्य विवरणं ज्ञातुम् इष्टवती।
तो इष्टकाम इत्युक्ते कामधेनुः, कामधेनुः एका गो।
तत् अहं जानामि। इष्टकामधुक् इति पदस्य धातु किं, रूपं किम्?
इष्टाः समासपदमस्ति, व्याकरणे अपि दत्तमस्ति। इष्टाः च ते कामाः च, इष्टकामाः कर्मधारय, विशेषणपूर्वपद कर्मधारय समास अत्र। अनन्तरम् इष्टकामान् दोग्धि।
दोग्धि, अच्छा, दुः धातु वा?
आम्, that which gives you what you desire. So this is like an upapada samasa. And quip pratyaya is used here. Kartari quip, it is given in the Vyakarana section under the samasa. Kartari. Okay. But
धन्यवादः।
So, Madam, I got a small doubt. Can you tell me?
Mahoday.
Generally, I just wanted to know, not particular to this sloka general. Now, from third chapter onwards, we don't have any separate section for bharatIya. Okay.
Yes.
Then, actually, I've got only two tools on my mobile. Only SingKrutu Padakosha is one tool I am using. Dhatu 360 is another one. And these are for Tigantas and Krumantas. And Shabdarupmara for any Shabdas, that is Subantas. Other than these tools, you know, for example, Prasavishyadham is there. Actually, there I have used as a pra is some upasarga, it is looking like. So asavishyadvam I have used, and the Samskrit Padakosha has given me some Lastlakara, Lurunga, Lunga, I don't remember. What tools you are using in case of those to find out what is the correct rupa, which one? Other than these two, are there any tools to use them? Just I want to
Samsadhani, Samsadhani tool I have introduced to you earlier, which we are using University of.
Okay.
You
Samsadhani.
try there. Usually you will get there. If you don't get, we have to try without. Sometimes the dhatus, there can be so many combinations of upasarga and dhatu. So no matter where you look, all the combinations we will not get, no matter whichever dictionary you refer to.
Yes.
So what we have is we have to try and identify the dhatu, look at the dhatu, and then go to ashtadhyayi.com and see all the combinations with which what upasarga can be joined with that particular dhatu, and see according to the meaning given here, which is matching our meaning.
Okay, that is one thing. But then basically you are using Samsadhani tool.
Yes.
For
I
that
use mostly Samsadhani.
Okay, I have to know that. Well, it can be used for Dhatrupas identifying also. Is
Yes. Many times you first enter the word directly, see if you are getting the Vishleshana. If not, then you have to go into the dhatu patha and look for the dhatu and try to add the upasarga. Many times the dhatu and
normally I do without upasargas. So savishyadvam I have seen. Then it has pointed out in some other that in Samskrit Padakosha is there. There it has not given correctly. Then asavishyadvam it has given. But then I got it out. Pra plus asavishyaddham, it has not become prasavishyadham. It has not become. So savishyadham, how do you identify uch dhatu and other things? Actually, it has given dhatu. Which one is? I will just tell you. Which one it has given is? Actually, it has given as shung. It has given shung. It has given asavishyadham. Shung. That is Siddhanta Kaumudi 1132. It has given. There it has given asavishyadvam. There, but in the set it has given savishyadvam it has given. There it has given with asavishyadvam as with yellow color. It has given with lurung. Lurung in Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachana. I just wanted to know which tool you are using and how to identify.
Samsadhani I used. Usually I use that. If I'm not able to get there, I try to look in other places.
Okay. Of course, that is not that useful for this purpose. We only use Lastlakara, that is Bharati, Likati, that like that is Vartamana, Prathama Purusha, Yakavachana. For that it is good. Dhatu 360. Whereas Kosha, that is useful for most of the dhatus. It will go with generally it will give. I am using these two. Of course, I have not used Samsadhani for that purpose. I don't know much how to use it. I just wanted to know. Okay.
Alivelu Bhagini, Vyakaranam Patitum Ichchati va?
आं भगिनि व्याकरणं सन्धिः पुरोवाच पुरा प्लस् उवाच गुणसन्धिः एष वः एषः वः विसर्गसन्धिः लोपः ओस्तु वः प्लस् अस्तु विसर्गसन्धिः सकारः रेफः उकारः गुणः पूर्वरूपञ्च अस्विष्टकामधुक् अस्तु प्लस् इष्टकामधुक् ऋणसन्धिः समासः सह यज्ञाः यज्ञेन सह वर्तन्ते बहुव्रीहिः प्रजापतिः प्रजानां पतिः षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः इष्टकामधुक् इष्टश्च ते कामाश्च इष्टकामाः कर्मधारयः इष्टकामान् दोग्धि कर्तरि क्विप् उपपदसमासश्च कृदन्तः सृष्ट्वा सृज् त्वान्तम्.
So here today we have a few, new people who joined from the Karaka class, and some of you are, I think, doing the Geetha Pravesha 1 or Kovida, or I'm not sure who are doing what, but these are the two levels that you are all in. So I would like to ask you in particular, do you have any questions? Because if you haven't yet covered the Kovida book, if you have not yet completed the Kovida book or the Geetha Pravesha 1 book, the Samasas you might not have studied completely. So that is why I'm asking if there are anyone who have not yet completed Kovida or the Geetha Pravesha 1 book, Samasas you might want to. Don't worry if you are unable to understand the Samasa Visleshana here. And the Geetha Pravesha 1 book, we have covered Samasas very, very much in detail. We even did the Samasa book during that class. So the recordings are available on the YouTube and you can follow that for the Sandhi, Vyanjana Sandhi and the Samasas. We did both the Sandhi book and the Samasa book in Geetha Pravesha 1 class. The recordings are all available in the YouTube. Okay, you can follow that. And if you still have any questions, you can ask. But even the Anvaya that we did. So we were talking about the Kthwanta as Purvakala and Vidheya Visheshana. All these concepts we have been discussing during the class whenever we have that kind of relation among the words. And again, these will be covered in the Karaka class in much detail. Okay. So you just have to wait, or there is already one recording of the Karaka as given in Geetha Pravesha 1. Geetha Pravesha 1 book also, we have a lesson specifically for Karaka. So that I separated it from the regular class recordings and made a separate recording. So whoever are interested in understanding the Karaka, because many times people are not familiar with the word Karaka. So they are, they were asking what is Karaka. Many people know the concept, but they just don't know that this is called Karaka. So that is why for their convenience, I have made a special recording only for Karaka. You can go through that also if you have not yet completed Geetha Pravesha 1. So we discuss the relation of the words also, not only the Tatparyam, but like how each word, what kind of relation it has with the Kriya Padam. So that is the main concept of Karaka. In a particular shloka or a sentence, we should be able to identify the relation of every single word with the other words in the shloka. Sometimes it may have relation only with another one word. Not every word will have relation with all the other words, but it will have relation with at least one other word. Okay. So those relations we discuss, like how we have discussed just now for this shloka. And the Sandhi also we have discussed very much in detail in our earlier classes. So right now we are simply reading through it and going. But if any of you have any questions regarding any Sandhi, that also you can ask. Swara Sandhi, I'm thinking you all must have completed. But Vyanjana Sandhi, if you have not yet completed Shiksha or the Geetha Pravesha 1 book, then Vyanjana Sandhi you might not have covered. So that also you might find it difficult initially, but once you complete studying those two books, you will be at a good place. Okay. But if you have any question, you can still ask. Any questions in this shloka? So one common question all of you might get is,
what is Ishtakamaduk?
Ishtakamaduk is that which gives you what you desire, which is like the Kamadhenu, the cow.
It is same like Kamadhenu.
Yes. We can look at it as another name for Kamadhenu.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So going on to the next shloka, Lakshmi Bhagini, Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
आं भगिनि देवान् भावयतानेन ते देवा भावयन्तु वः परस्परं भावयन्तः श्रेयः परमवाप्स्यथ पदार्थः अनेन एतेन यज्ञेन देवान् इन्द्रादीन् भावयत वर्धयत ते देवाः एते इन्द्रादयः वः युष्मान् भावयन्तु वर्धयन्तु परस्परम् अन्योन्यं भावयन्तः वर्धयन्तः परं श्रेयः उत्तमं हितम् अवाप्स्यथ लब्धध्वम् अन्वयः क्षम्यतां लभध्वम् अन्वयः अनेन यज्ञेन देवान् भावयत ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु एवं परस्परं भावयन्तः परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ
एकं निमिषं पदाविभागः पदपरिचयम्
अनेन इति अस्मत् युष्मत्
शब्दस्य अहं श्लोकं पश्यतु देवान् अत्र
देवान् भावयत अनेन ते देवाः भावयन्तु वः परस्परं भावयन्तः श्रेयः परम् अवाप्स्यथ
इदानीं पदपरिचयमपि वदतु
देवान् अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः देवशब्दः द्वितीय बहुवचनरूपं भावयत इति लोट्लकारः वा भगिनि
लोट्लकार
प्रथमपुरुष मध्यमपुरुष एकवचन क्षम्यताम्
बहुवचनं मध्यमपुरुष बहुवचनं किन्तु निच् प्रत्ययं भूधातोः निच् प्रत्ययं भवति भावयति
आम् सत्यं भूधातोः निजन्तरूपस्य लोट् लकारे मध्यमपुरुष बहुवचनरूपं अनेन
इदं शब्दस्य
द्वितीय एकवचनरूपं तृतीय एकवचनरूपं भगिनि पुल्लिङ्गं तृतीय एकवचनं ते इति दकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः तद् शब्दस्य सर्वनामः प्रथम बहुवचनरूपं देवाः अपि तथैव अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः देवशब्दस्य प्रथम बहुवचनरूपं भावयन्तु इति भूधातोः निजन्तरूपं लोट् लकारे एतत्तु प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनरूपं खलु
प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनरूपं
वः इति षष्ठी वा भगिनि
अत्र वः षष्ठी भवितुमर्हति द्वितीया विभक्ति अपि भवितुमर्हति षष्ठी विभक्ति द्वितीया विभक्ति अपि भवितुमर्हति किन्तु अत्र द्वितीया विभक्ति
अस्तु युष्मद् शब्दस्य द्वितीय बहुवचनरूपं परस्परम् समस्तपदं वा
एकमेव स्वीकर्तुं शक्नोति अव्ययमस्ति
अस्तु अव्ययमस्ति भावयन्तः इति प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनरूपं भावयन्तः इति शत्रन्तरूपं वा
आम् शत्रन्त भूधातोः निच् प्रत्ययस्य पुनः
शत्रन्त अस्तु भावयन्तः इति भूधातोः रूपस्य शत्रन्तरूपमपि योजयित्वा प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनरूपं। श्रेयः सकारान्तः श्रेयश्शब्दः प्रथमपुरुष प्रथम विभक्ति एकवचनरूपं वा?
द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनं नपुंसकलिङ्गम्।
द्वितीया अस्तु।
प्रथमा वा द्वितीया वा इति केवलं पदं दृष्ट्वा वक्तुं न शक्नोति, किन्तु श्लोकस्य भावं स्वीकृत्य अनन्तरमपि वक्तुं शक्नोति।
श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ इति। अस्तु अस्तु, द्वितीया तत्र द्वितीया एव स्वीकर्तुं शक्यते। परं प्लस् अवाप्स्यथ, परम् इति अपि अव्ययं वा भगिनि?
न, नपुंसकलिङ्गं परम् अवाप्स्यति, परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यति। सो परं विशेषणं भवति श्रेयस् शब्दस्य, अतः नपुंसकमेव, द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनम्।
अस्तु। अवाप्स्यथ इति लङ्लकार वा?
लृट्लकारं।
लृट्लकार वा? अस्तु। लिट्लकार मध्यमपुरुष एकवचनं वा? बहुवचनम्। अस्तु अस्तु।
उपसर्ग आप् धातोः।
अप्पु वा भगिनि?
अव् उपसर्ग, आप् धातु। अस्तु
अस्तु भगिनि।
इदानीम् अन्वयं पठतु।
अन्वयम्। अनेन यज्ञेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, एवं परस्परं भावयन्तः परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ। आकांक्षा अपि पठामि वा? भावयत भावयन्तु इति क्रियापदानि। कान् भावयत? के भावयन्तु? देवान् भावयत, देवाः भावयन्तु। केन देवान् भावयत? के देवाः भावयन्तु। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः भावयन्तु। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः कान् भावयन्तु। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु। तेन किम्? अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, तेन अवाप्स्यथ। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, किम् अवाप्स्यथ? अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, कीदृशं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ? अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, कीदृशाः परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ? अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, भावयन्तः परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ। अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, कथं भावयन्तः परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ? अनेन देवान् भावयत, ते देवाः वः भावयन्तु, एवं परस्परं भावयन्तः परं श्रेयः अवाप्स्यथ। तात्पर्यम्। यूयम् एतेन यज्ञेन हविर्दानादि द्वारा देवान् वर्धयत, ते च देवाः युष्मान् वर्धयन्तु, एवं परस्परं वर्धयन्तः यूयम् उत्तमं हितं लभध्वम्। व्याकरणम्।
अन्वयं पश्यामः। सो अत्र क्रियापदानि कानि?
भावयत, भावयन्तु,
अवाप्स्यथ
अपि। अस्तु।
सो भावयत, एतत् क्रियापदस्य कर्तृपदं किम्? दत्तमस्ति वा श्लोके?
भावयत न भगिनि।
न। सो किं स्वीकर्तुं शक्नोति अध्याहृतरूपेण?
त्वम् इति मध्यमपुरुष किल? त्वम् इति
बहुवचनम्, अतः
यूयम् इति।
सो भावयत, भावयन्तु, अर्थः किम् इत्युक्ते वर्धयतु तथा. Okay, so यूयं भावयत. So you like kind of bhavayata means vardhayata. Kan vardhayata यूयं
देवान्
देवान्. केन
केन अनेन अनेन
अनेन.
इत्युक्ते
अनेन इत्युक्ते यज्ञेन.
एतेन
यज्ञेन. यज्ञेन.
येन.
So with the yajnas, you make the devas happy. Okay, in that sense we can take, promote or make them prosper. With the yajnas, you all make the devas happy. Okay, or you make them prosper. So yuyam anena yajnena devan bhavayata. So in the previous shloka, it was told that these yajnas, with these yajnas, you will prasavishyatvam, vriddhim prapnuvanti. Okay, prapnuvantu. That is what
You will prosper.
you will prosper. How will you prosper? Because you make the devas happy. So first you make the devas happy with these yajnas. Anantaram te devaha vaha bhavayantu. Then those devas will make you prosper. Vaha. That is why here vaha is taken as dvitiya vibhakti. In the previous shloka, the same vaha is taken as shashti. Eshaha vaha ishtakamadhuk astu. So it will become your ishtakamadhuk. So there the rupams are same, but vaha can be either dvitiya vibhakti or in shashti or even in chaturthi. But here we take it in this shloka as dvitiya vibhakti because those devas will make you happy. Okay. So here vaha is dvitiya vibhakti bahuvachana. Anantaram avapsyatha. Kaha avapsyatha or ke avapsyatha? Yuyam avapsyatha. It is in Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachanam. So yuyam, though not given in the shloka, can be taken as Adyahritam. Yuyam kan avapsyatha? Parasparam bhavayantaha avapsyatha. Okay. So Shreyah, param shreyah avapsyata. Kim avapsyata? Param shreyah avapsyata. So that will become the karma padam. Param will be the visheshana to shreyah. Shreyah will be the karma padam. Yuyam shreyah avapsyata. You will obtain. You will obtain. What will you obtain? Shreyah. Means a prosperous
prosperity.
Prosperity. Param Shreyah. The maximum prosperity you will obtain. Okay. By doing what? Parasparam bhavayantaha. Okay. By promoting each other, by making each other happy. The devas and the manushyaha, by making each other happy, you will obtain the most prosperity. Okay. So avapsyatha is so we have three different sentences in this shloka. As many kriya padani as they are there in a shloka, we have to make that many different sentences while writing the Anvaya. You must have already experienced in Parichaya and Shiksha and Kovida, whoever have completed that. So as many kriya padani as there are there, we have to separate them and identify the Kartrupada, Karmapada for each of these kriya padani and the Visheshanas or other words that go with them. Okay. So any questions in the Anvaya of this shloka? Anyone? Astu. So Vyakaranam patatu bhagini.
अस्तु व्याकरणं सन्धिः भावयतानेन भावयत प्लस अनेन सवर्ण दीर्घ सन्धिः देवा भावयन्तुः देवाः प्लस भावयन्तु विसर्ग सन्धि लोपः कृदन्तः भावयन्तः भूधातोः निच् रूप शत्रु कर्तरि तद्दितान्तः श्रेयः दृश्यतां 3-1
So in the second shloka also, the Shreyaha is given, the analysis is given there. It is prashasya, shabdasya, iyasun, pratyayam. Okay.
Astu.
So here, what is the Visarga Sandhi Lopaha Niyamam? What are the niyamani for Visarga Lopaha to happen?
विसर्गस्य परे यदि व्यञ्जनानि आगच्छति
Svaraha अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनानि.
मृदुव्यञ्जनानि स्वराः अपि खलु क्षम्यतां भगिनि स्वराः मृदुव्यञ्जनानि अपि यदि आगच्छति तत्र विसर्गलोपः भवति विसर्गात् पूर्वम् आकारः अपि भवितुम् अर्हति वा
विसर्गात् पूर्वम् आकारः परे स्वराः अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनानि सन्ति चेत् विसर्गस्य लोपः भवति अत्र तदेव विसर्गात् पूर्वम् आकारः अस्ति देवाः विसर्गात् परे मृदुव्यञ्जनं भ अस्ति अतः
परे भवितुम् अर्हति वा मन्ये
तेन नियमेन लोपः भवति किं भगिनि
सर्वे स्वराः परे भवितुम् अर्हन्ति वा इति
अन्ये स्वराः वा मृदुव्यञ्जनानि
खलु अकारो अ विना खलु
एकं नियमं किमस्ति विसर्गात् पूर्वम् आकारः परे स्वराः अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनानि भवति चेत् विसर्गलोपः भवति अन्यं
दीर्घ आकारे परे सर्वे स्वराः भवितुम् अर्हन्ति
द्वितीयं नियमं किं विसर्गात् पूर्वः अकारः विसर्गात् परे स्वराः अकारात् विना स्वराः
अस्तु
अस्ति चेदपि लोपः भवितुम् अर्हति किन्तु विसर्गात् पूर्वम् अकारः अस्ति चेत् आकारः अस्ति चेत् स्वराः अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनानि भवितुम् अर्हति विसर्गात् परे
अस्तु धन्यवादः
अस्तु अनन्तरं
Madam, I got a small doubt. This is bhavayantah, bhavayantu, these words are there, no? Because they are udhatus nit pratyayas. We are bhavati, bhavayati, that is okay, that is understood. But as a meaning wise, vardhayata means something like growth like that, no? Then that bhavayata meaning wise, Chintayata, Chintayantu, Chintayantaha. Chinta means alochana. That Vardha meaning Chinta is more appropriate as the Ardha ways.
Chintayatu.
Chintayatu means alochayatu.
Avunu. But
అంటే వర్ధయత అంటే పెరగమని కదా పెరగమని అంటే అంటే మనం వాళ్ళని తెలుసుకుంటే వాళ్ళు మనం తెలుసుకుంటే తలుచుకోవడం
అదే చెప్పారు భగిని అదే ఇందాక భగిని అదే చెప్పారు ప్రాస్పెరిటీ అంటే పెంచమని పెంచుకోమని కాకపోతే యాక్చువల్లీ ఇక్కడ సంతోషించి పెట్టమని అనే తీసుకుంటే బాగుంటది
కాదు లక్ష్మీ భగిని మహోదయ కిం ఉక్తవాన్ చింతయతి అంటే మనము వాళ్ళ గురించి ఆలోచించాలి వాళ్ళు గురించి ఆలోచించాలి అన్నట్టు చెప్తున్నారు అత్ర నాస్తి మహోదయ చింతనం నాస్తి अस्ति किन्तु प्राधान्य कार्यं नास्ति प्रधान कार्यं किं यज्ञेन ते वर्धयन्ति देवाः वर्धयन्ति వాళ్ళకి బలం చేకూరుతుంది మనం చేసే యజ్ఞాల వల్ల we give havis right in through the yajnas we give havis to the devas so that is what they need to grow in strength and once they grow in strength they also give us back through vrishti. Through vrishti, they give us back, and with that vrishti, for us, we will grow our food, and we will also grow strong. With the vrishti, we get water and food, which is needed. So with that, we also grow strong. So that is how we vardhayanti each other, parasparam.
Okay.
ఇక్కడ ఈ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ తోటి వాళ్ళు పెంపొందుతారు కాబట్టి హవిష్యు తోటి వాళ్ళు వర్ధన చెందుతారు కాబట్టి మనల్ని వర్ధన చెందడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటది వాళ్ళు తిరిగి
కరెక్ట్ సో వర్ధనం ఏవ సమ్యక్ అర్థః అత్ర
ఓకే
చింతనం నాస్తి అస్తు సో ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎనీవన్ ఎల్స్ Okay, so let us move on to the next shloka. Lalita Bhagini, Patitum Ichchati va? Lalita Kumari Bhagini, अथवा Sulochana Bhagini.
आमान्य इष्टान् भोगान् हि वो देवाः दास्यन्ते कल्पितवस्तु इष्टान् भोगान् हि वो देवा दास्यन्ते यज्ञभाविताः तैर्दत्तानप्रदायैभ्यो यो भुङ्क्ते स्तेन एव सः पदार्थः यज्ञभाविताः यज्ञवर्धिताः देवाः इन्द्रादयः वह युष्मभ्यम् इष्टान् अभीप्सितान् भोगान् पदार्थान् दास्यन्ते वितरिष्यन्ति तैः देवैः दत्तान् वितीर्णान् येभ्यः देवेभ्यः अप्रदाय अदत्वा यः भुङ्क्ते यः पुरुषः अनुभवति सः स्तेनः एव सः चोरः एव अन्वयः यज्ञभाविताः देवाः वह इष्टान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते तैः दत्तान् येभ्यः अप्रदाय यः भुङ्क्ते स स्तेनः एव आकाङ्क्षापि पठामः
प्रथमं पदविभागं पदपरिचय
आम् इष्टान् पदविभागः इष्टान् भोगान् हि वह देवाः दास्यन्ते यज्ञभाविताः तैः दत्तान् अप्रदायैः येभ्यः यः भुङ्क्ते स्तेनः एव सः
अप्रदाय एव अप्रदायैन अप्रदाय
आमानि अप्रदाय अत्र वृद्धिसन्धिः अस्ति अप्रदाय येभ्यः
यः भुङ्क्ते स्तेनः एव सः पदपरिचयः इष्टान्
इष्टान् अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः द्वितीय बहुवचनं
द्वितीय बहुवचनं भोगान्
अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः द्वितीय बहुवचनं हि अव्ययं वह युष्मत् दकारान्त युष्मत् शब्दः चतुर्थी बहुवचनं देवाः अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः प्रथमा बहुवचनं दास्यन्ते दाधातुः परस्मैपदी लृट्लकारः प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनम्
आत्मनेपदी दास्यन्ते अस्ति खलु
అంటే కర్మణి అంటే ధాతుః
कर्मणि कादु कर्तरि एव अत्र कर्तरि एव देवाः दास्यन्ते देवाः कर्तृपदं देवाः
उभयपदी खलु दाधातुः उभयपदी खलु अस्तु मणि दास्यन्ते अत्र आत्मनेपदी एव लृट्लकारः प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनम् अस्तु यज्ञभाविताः अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनं तैः दकारान्त तत्शब्दः तृतीय विभक्तिः बहुवचनं दत्तान् अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः द्वितीय विभक्ति बहुवचनं
अकारान्त पुंलिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचनम् एतत् क्त प्रत्ययम्
अक्त प्रत्ययः एव अप्रदाय अप्रदाय
पृथक् कृत्वा एकवारं वदतु भगिनि दत्तान् क्षम्यतां दा धातुः स्त प्रत्ययं
पुंलिङ्गं द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं
दा धातुः दीर्घधातुः खलु
पूर्वम् एवं न दत्तं महोदय पूर्वं तप्रत्ययः अस्ति चेत् अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गः एवमेव दत्तमस्ति अत्र अत एव धातुः इति न दत्तं पूर्वस्मिन् श्लोकेषु एवं न
No, most probably, as per my understanding, of course, I don't have any tool or anything. Datta means actually Dadatu Ta Pratyaya. Ta Pratyaya is Datta, Datta, Dattam. Dattam,
अत्र पदं
Datta
भवति
means
दत्त एव दत्त प्रातिपदिकं
Vibhakti Bahuvachana.
అంటే ప్రాతిపదికం దత్తః అనే తీసుకోమంటారు ఇక్కడ.
Correct.
అంతే
దత్తం తీసుకుంటే దత్తాన్ని వస్తుంది కదా.
అస్తు అస్తు భగిని, అస్తు మహోదయ, ధన్యవాదాలు.
ఎక్కువ టూల్స్ తెలియవు ఎక్కువ, నేను కాస్త వాడు తక్కువ కొన్ని తప్పచ్చు, 25%, 75% తప్పచ్చు, కానీ బట్ టూల్స్ లేకుండా మన ఎగ్జామ్ లో టూల్స్ లేకుండా రాయాల్సి వస్తుంది కదా అని అలా చూస్తాను నేను.
ఇప్పుడు మరి తా ప్రత్యయం దేనికి జోడించబడుతుంది ఇక్కడ?
దాదాపుకి
all of you, if you speak, then there will be confusion. Lakshmi Bhagini, bhavatyaah sandeshah kim?
दाधातोः ता प्रत्ययस्य योजनेन एव दत्तः अति इति आगच्छति खलु?
आम्, अस्तु. So धाधातुः
प्रत्ययः कृदन्तः अस्मिन् व्याकरणे भवति भगिनी, किन्तु पदपरिचये तु दत्त इति प्रातिपदिकमेव स्वीक्रियते.
अस्तु भगिनि, धन्यवादः.
कृदन्तः एव, किन्तु अस्माभिः ज्ञातव्यम् अपि खलु कृत् प्रत्ययं कथं भवति इति. तो धाधातोः क्त प्रत्ययं दत्तः, दत्ता, दत्तं भवति. अत्र पुंलिङ्ग दत्त शब्दं द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचनम्.
आम् आम्.
अनन्तरम् अप्रदाय.
प्रा उपसर्ग ल्यबन्तम् अव्ययम्, पदपरिचयं तु ल्यबन्तम् अव्ययम्.
एतत् ल्यबन्तम् अस्ति. प्र उपसर्ग दा धातोः ल्यबन्तम् अस्ति, किन्तु अप्रदाय अ इति समासम्.
न प्रदाय अप्रदाय.
सो नै तत्पुरुष भवति खलु?
अत्र न प्रदाय एवं भवति वा महोदय? न प्रद तस्मै एवमेव भवति वा? न प्रदाय अप्रदाय एवं लेखितुं शक्यते?
एकं निमिषं.
Yes, for my understanding also, na pradaya, apradaya. Because how we are using only to negate it. Satya, asatya. Here we are using as a negation of that only.
नै तत्पुरुष एव भवति.
Dharma.
नैतत्पुरुष एव भवति. नैतत्पुरुष एव भवति, किन्तु विग्रहवाक्यं कथं भवितव्यम् इति.
विग्रहवाक्यं not necessary, no. Apradaya, once it is there, na means general negation. Negation to pradaya. Pradaya means datva. Apradaya, na datva. No understanding it. Of course, I am not going exact words, right?
किन्तु गतासून् अगतासून् अत्र किं दत्तमस्ति? गताः आसवः एवं भवति वा इति संशयः एव भवति.
तत्र बहुव्रीहिः खलु भगिनि?
बहुव्रीहिः खलु. अस्तु. येभ्यः दकारान्त तत्शब्दः भवति खलु मन्ये?
इदं शब्दः
न भवति. अयम्
इदं
शब्दः मकारान्त इदं शब्दः पुल्लिङ्गः, तृतीय बहुवचनं,
चतुर्थी बहुवचनं.
येभ्यः अस्तु, क्षम्यतां, चतुर्थी बहुवचनं. यः दकारान्त यद्शब्दः प्रथम एकवचनं. भुङ्क्ते भुज् धातुः आत्मनेपदी प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं.
लट्लकारस्य प्रथमपुरुष
लट्लकारस्य प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं कर्तरि. स्तेनः अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गः प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं. एव अव्ययं. सः दकारान्त तत्शब्दः प्रथमविभक्ति एकवचनं पुल्लिङ्गः.
इदानीम् आकाङ्क्षा पठतु.
अस्तु भगिनि आकांक्षा दास्यन्ते के दास्यन्ते देवाः दास्यन्ते देवाः कान् दास्यन्ते देवाः भोगान् दास्यन्ते देवाः कीदृशान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते देवाः इष्टान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते देवाः केभ्यः इष्टान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते देवाः वः इष्टान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते कीदृशाः देवाः वः इष्टान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते यज्ञभाविताः देवाः वः इष्टान् भोगान् दास्यन्ते भुङ्क्ते कान् भुङ्क्ते दत्तान् भुङ्क्ते कैः दत्तान् भुङ्क्ते तैः दत्तान् भुङ्क्ते तैः दत्तान् कथं भुङ्क्ते तैः दत्तान् अप्रदाय भुङ्क्ते तैः दत्तान् केभ्यः अप्रदाय भुङ्क्ते तैः दत्तान् येभ्यः अप्रदाय भुङ्क्ते तैः दत्तान् येभ्यः अप्रदाय यः भुङ्क्ते सः कः तैः दत्तान् येभ्यः अप्रदाय यः भुङ्क्ते सः स्तेनः एव मान्य अत्र अप्रदाय यप्रत्ययस्य कृते किं कृत्वा इति न प्रश्नः कृतः खलु कथं भुङ्क्ते इति प्रश्नः कृतः
दत्तान् कथं भुङ्क्ते अप्रदाय भुङ्क्ते
सामान्यतया ल्यप्रत्ययस्य कृते क्त्वाप्रत्ययस्य कृते किं कृत्वा इति भवति खलु प्रश्नः
आमामां दत्तान् अप्रदाय किं कृत्य किन्तु अत्र आ अपि अस्ति खलु
तथा तस्य कारणेनैव कथम् इति आगतम् अस्तु
किं व्याकरणवे किं कृत्वा is more appropriate because apradaya is lepratyaya because of that कृत्वा is more appropriate as a from that point of view.
कृत्वा भुङ्क्ते अप्रदाय भुङ्क्ते
Ada kadam or kidrushim also will give equivalent meaning. If you want just meaning wise, kadam or kidrushim bhunkte.
कीदृशं न भवितुं
Kidrushim is not a more appropriate or not way how it is looking like. But kadam is also okay. But lepratyaya means king krutva is more appropriate.
1 second.
As an answer.
So let us look at the Anvaya, like Kriya Padani Kani Atra Dasyante Bhunkte. Dasyante Asti. So Ke Dasyante?
Devaha Dasyante.
Devaha Dasyante. So Devaha Kartrupadam. Kidrishan Devaha. Kidrishaha Devaha.
Yajnabhavitaha Devaha.
Yajnabhavitaha Devaha Dasyante. Kan dasyante?
Bhogan dasyante.
Ishtan visheshanam to bhogan. Bhogan karma.
Bhogan ityukte.
Ishtan bhogan dasyante. So kidrishan bhogan, ishtan bhogan. Kasmai dasyante or punaha kan dasyante or kebhyah dasyante. Vaha dasyante. For you all. For you all. So the Devaha who are made happy by the Yajnas will, for your sake, they will be giving Ishtan Bhogan. Since Dhatu is there, Vaha will be the Sampradana. Vaha will be the Sampradana.
Vaha
For you, they will be giving. Okay. Anantaram, Dvitiyam Kriyapadam Pashyamaha Bhunkte. So here, Arthaha Kim? So, Yajnena Santushtaha Devaha Prarthanam Vinapi Asmabhyam Abhipsitam Vastu Prayachanti. Tebhyaha Devebhyaha Kimapi Adatva Yaha Sarvam Anubhavati Saha Choraha Eva Bhavati. So, Kimapi Adatva. By not giving anything, he who just enjoys. He is definitely a stenaha, a thief. So, ebhyaha for them. Okay, bhunkte. Yaha bhunkte, saha stenaha. Okay, yaha bhunkte, Saha Stenah Bhavati. So Yaha Katham Bhunkte Apradaya Bhunkte. Apradaya, without giving anything, he who eats or enjoys. Here, bhunkte means he who enjoys without offering anything. Offering to whom? Ebhyaha. Here, ebhyaha indicates devebhyaha. Okay, devebhyaha yaha apradaya bhunkte. Kam bhunkte or kan bhunkte? Taihi dattan bhunkte. That which is given by them. Taihi dattan. Here taihi means devaihi. Devaihi dattan, whatever the devatas have given, tan yaha apradaya bhunkte, without giving anything back to them, he who enjoys without giving anything to them, sahastenaha. Okay, sahastenaha eva. So here apradaya, without giving anything to them, he who eats. So we can consider this as kim kritva also we can say. Kim kritva also we can say, but the pradaya, it is just a lyabanta. So we can take it as kim kritva bhunkte, apradaya bhunkte. So we can take it as kim kritva also we can say, katham bhunkte apradaya bhunkte. That is fine. Like as long as we understand the meaning, that is fine. But if it is causing confusion, using the word katham, if it is causing confusion, you can say kim kritva. Okay. Apradaya bhuntva. Apradaya bhunkte. Kim kritva bhunkte, apradaya bhunkte. Yaha apradaya bhunkte, sahastenaha bhavati. Astu. Any questions here? For all these pronouns, taihi, ebhyaha, you also make it a practice to write what that taihi is implying. Here taihi is implying devas, devaihi. Devaihi dattan. Okay, whatever the devas have given, dattan, tan, yaha, apradaya bhunkte. Okay, so to them, whatever is given to him, he who enjoys it without giving anything back to them, he is certainly a choraha, stena. So yaha saha stena. So here these two sentences are joined with yaha and saha. Yes, Bhagini.
Ikkada idi here can we take that he is not giving an offering to the god as a naivedyam or something like that?
That is it.
That is why I was checking. If apradayaha is taken as bahuvrihi, then what you said will be true. Okay, but here it is not bahuvrihi. It is kevalam tatpurusha. So
then how do we take it?
We cannot take it as a visheshana to yaha. It has to be lyabanta only.
How do we ఇక్కడ అన్వయం ఎలా చేసుకోవాలో అర్థం కావట్లేదు భగిని.
అదే యహ ఏభ్యః అప్రదాయ భుంక్తే సహ స్థేనః భవతి.
అవును, అది ఇచ్చినప్పుడు అప్రదాయ అంటున్నాడు. ఎవరికి అప్రదాయ?
ఏభ్యః.
ఏభ్యః అంటే తిరిగి భగవంతుడి దేవతలకేనా లేకపోతే?
అంతే, దేవేభ్యః. దేవేభ్యః. That is why I am saying for the pronouns, always write in the brackets what that pronouns is implying. Okay, taihi, devaihi. Devaihi dan, ante whatever is given by the gods. Okay, bhunkte, yaha bhunkte. Katham? Ebhyah apradaya bhunkte. So here he who enjoys what is given by the gods without giving anything in return to them. Okay, he certainly is a stenaha, a choraha.
భగిని డౌట్, నైవేద్యం పెట్టడం అలాంటిదేనా అంటున్నారు. అంతే భగిని.
Javaihi Tattan Devebhya Apradaya. Here Apradaya means na nivedanam krutva. That is first level. Second level is Apradaya means home na krutva. That is second level.
Here
Apradaya
in this shloka, we have to take it as yajnadi kriyas.
Yajnati Kriya means, Yajnati Kriya, there are two things. If you always Yajna comes, we will get on our mind. Yajna means fire, Uta, mantras, Agni, and you put something in fire that will go to directly to God actually. And if you get Nivedana, it is actually Sukshma Rupa we are giving. That is, God is there in Sukshma Rupa and accept. But that may go or may not go, but is only our inner feeling of Nivedana. Whereas in Homa, if you do, it will definitely go. That is the main difference between the actual, because daily we cannot do Homa and other things. We will resort to Nivedana only.
And another thing is, actually, every person need not do the yagas. That is the reason why we have this classification, because not everybody can do everything. So there is this classification, okay, your duties are to do this, your duties are to do this. So he who is a farmer will plow the land and grow the crops. Whereas there are this priest family where they will be doing all the yagas. When they are doing yagas, it is not only for them, it is for everybody. Even the kings used to do the yagas. Why? It is for the welfare of all the people. It is not like every person has to do yaga on a daily basis. If he doesn't do yaga, he's considered as a stenaha. We should not take it like that. Why? Because not everybody can do all these karyas every day. Otherwise, everybody will be sitting and doing yagas. Who will be growing the crops, and what will people eat? So that is why the classification of this vargas has come based on what they do, just based on what they do. Okay. Actually, in the previous shloka, I forgot to read the tatparyam in these shlokas. Normally, we discuss it again. If you go back to this 10th shloka, 10th shloka tatparyam, srishtikarta kalpadau varnochita karmana saha prajaha srishtva anena karmana bhavantaha vriddhim prapnuvantu idam karma bhavatam abhishtadayakam bhavatu ityavadat. So here varnochita karmana means varnaha. There are classification based on the vritti that we do. So varnochita, for your group of people, whatever is uchitam, whatever duty is assigned to you, prescribed to you, you do that. Okay. The Kshatriya's duty is to protect the country. So they will have to go and protect the country. That's all. They cannot sit on a daily basis and do yagas. Occasionally they will sponsor, because the priests themselves cannot sponsor such big yagas. They don't have the means. So the Kshatriyas the kings will sponsor the yagas and have it performed. Every person cannot sit and learn all the Vedas or the mantras or the rituals how to perform. If everybody wants to do everything, this one life will not be sufficient. So if a priest is also supposed to grow his own crops, he cannot learn all the mantras to perform the yagas. That is why they divided the jobs among themselves. Okay, you do that, I will do this. And then there is mutual giving and taking. Like how between the devatas and the manushyas, there is giving and taking. And because of that, everybody is prospering. Like that, among the prajaha also, there is giving and taking of the vrittis, because of their vrittis. So here also, that is why it is very clearly told, kalpadau varnochita karmana saha. So for which varna, what karyas need to be done? That also has been specified, and then he created. So everybody has to do their prescribed duties. Okay. So paradharma and swadharma, that is what is called. So swadharma is your prescribed duty. Paradharma is duty of the others. So we should not do the duty of somebody else's. What is prescribed to you, you do that. That is enough, because everybody tries to do everything, then nothing will be get done properly. So everybody has to do what they are assigned. And then with those karmanaha, anena karmana, bhavantaha vriddhim prapnuvantu. Okay. And with whatever duties are prescribed to you, you grow. And idam karma bhavatam abhishtadayakam bhavatu. And with those karmas, you will get what you desire for.
Therefore,
Here, ebhyaha apradaya stenaha bhavati. So here, taihi dattan. So ebhyaha apradaya. So here, it is not just the yagas, but your prescribed duties. Your prescribed duties. So don't go to the point where, okay, I am not doing yaga on a everyday basis. So whatever I am taking or whatever is given to me, because of that, am I becoming a choraha? No, if you are doing your prescribed duty, it need not be yaga in that sense. So whatever is your duty, you do it. That only is your yaga. It need not be literally sitting and offering havis. That is also there, but that is being done on our behalf by another varga. And we are doing our duties. They are doing for everybody. Like how we are growing crops for them, they are doing the yagas for us. And like how the kshatriyas are doing the protection of the country for us, we are also doing things for them. Like that, here everybody is doing whatever is needed for everybody. But the division of duties is there. Otherwise, it is impossible. We cannot do everything. Whatever we need, can we provide it for ourselves without the help of others? Now the farmer is growing the crops. Somebody else is making the clothes. Somebody else is building the houses. So can we do everything for ourselves? No, we have to depend on them for the things that they do, and whatever we do, they also will benefit from it. So like this, the varnochita karmana. So there are kriyas for every varna, and we have to do what is prescribed to our set of people, set of group. Okay. So like that only we have to take. Don't think that everybody has to sit and do yagas, then nothing else will be done. Okay. So yaga is what is your prescribed duty. That is only your yaga. Okay. But here in this context, we are simply discussing yaga in the yaga sense, but in the broader sense, that is how we have to take. Okay. Any questions?
Madam, just I will not take much time, just I will elaborate, now slightly explain. Whenever you do Nivedana to God, that prasada you distribute to some others, not only in your family, but to others. That is also that one. And second one, whenever you invite some guests or for any function or puja, first you see that they will take their meals. At the last, the host will take. That is what you call it as the yajna avashesha, or that is next shloka it is coming, I think, that concept. Yajna avashesha, that is whatever you take after giving to others, then you take it. Then it becomes yajna. You don't sit in the first batch and eat. Host will not sit in the first batch and eat. Similarly, when crops come, some people will first time, suppose mangoes, jackfruits. When they come, suppose they have got gardens of that type, they will give first fruit to some Brahmin or some temple or some that one. From next one onwards, they will enjoy. Like
Yes, Mahodaya. Always that bhutadaya is also prescribed. Like before eating, we always offer, to the birds and all that, right? That is also
God only in physically through some other ones.
So if you are unable to find somebody, like many people, even to this day, whoever is passing by, they invite them, offer them food, and then only eat. Some people are there who are doing that also. But these days, we may not find people like that who are just passing by and who would like to stop by when we invite. So what we do is we offer to any kind of prani. You can offer food and then we can eat. So all this comes under that only. And whatever we are eating also, we first offer it to the Paramatma. Then it becomes prasadam. Then if we eat, that also is good. And again, there also, see, any ritual, any anything, any vidhi that is given to us, we have to take it in the broader sense. Like, say, for example, when they have this, we have to offer everything to Paramatma and then eat. What will we do? Normally, when we are offering to Paramatma, we make the most sattvikam food. Okay. And then only we offer. Otherwise, if we make if the food is not sattvikam, we don't feel like offering it to the Paramatma, to the God. Right? So if there is this rule that whatever you are eating, you offer to the Paramatma first. So automatically we will prepare very sattvika ahara and offer it to the Paramatma and then we eat. So tadvara, we are also eating sattvikam food. If we don't follow that rule, we tend to prepare some food which is not sattvika, right? Which can create tamasika or rajasika. So which in the long term, it is not good for our health. So that is the reason everything is put, all the rituals or the rules or the vidhis that are given are finally for our benefit only, for our well-being, for our health, mental and body health. So in everything that is there. But if somebody simply says, you do this, it is good for your health, nobody will follow. If we say it in the name of God, if you don't do this, then like this only, like in this shloka. So he who does this without offering, he becomes a chora, or you will accrue papa. If such things are said, then people will be more cautious because everybody has that papa bhiti. So they don't want to accrue any sin. So they will try and follow what is told by our rishis. The primary goal of all this is to put the people on the right path. But people are at different levels. Everybody is not at the same maturity level or in the same spiritual path. So when we talk to them at a high spiritual sense, many people cannot understand it. So it will be difficult for them to follow, like how we tell children. With the children, they don't understand what is good for you. You don't eat this, it is not good for you. You have to sleep by this time, otherwise your health will spoil. If you tell all that, will they understand? Don't play in the hot sun, you will get sun burn. All this, if you tell, they don't understand. They in spite of that, they just go. But if you bribe them a little bit, okay, today if you stay indoors in the and don't go out in the hot sun, then today evening I'll buy you something. They will definitely listen and eagerly wait for that palitam. Similarly, for humans also, though we are adults, some people in that spiritual path, in that maturity levels, they are like children. They still don't understand completely. So for them, only because of for them also, to bring them also onto the right path, our rishis have told us in certain ways, so that only then we will try and follow. At the end, it is for the benefit of the humankind, for the benefit, and because we have to use our body as the sadhana to achieve moksha. If the body is suffering from all kinds of diseases, we cannot do what we want to do to attain moksha, right? We cannot focus on anything. We won't have the mental strength. So that is the reason why the meditation is given, the yoga is given. All these come in our system only because to end the sattvika ahara. We have to keep our body in the best condition so that we can use the time that we have to practice, to do the sadhana to achieve moksha. So that is the thing. But then while you are living here, you have to perform certain duties. And as per those duties, again, you have to follow a certain path of, the way you lead your life or the way you eat. Like the Kshatriyas are supposed to eat, a little Rajasika food. Why? Because they need that strength. Otherwise, they cannot perform wars and protect the country. They cannot simply sit in meditation and eat sattvika food and say, I am done. They cannot say that because their prescribed duty is to rule the kingdom and protect the people. So they have to do that. That is the reason why the kings, once they are done with their duty, once the prince gets Pattabhishekam, they retire into the Vanavasam, and there they follow again the Sattvika Ahara and meditation and all that, because they are done with their responsibility. Then we retire. and we focus only on attaining moksha. Okay, so we always have to look at the inner meaning rather than the superficial meaning. Superficial meaning is okay to understand the language, to understand what is being said, but eventually we should not take it to the point where, Arey, I'm not doing yaga every day, what is going to become of me? Don't think like that. We have to look at the inner meaning, whether we are doing the right thing, are we performing our duties, are we offering, do we have that bhutadaya? Okay, all that. Nothing we should go like, how do you say, beyond logic. Okay, we should not go beyond logic. Everything is logically explained, so we have to take that. So that is how we improve our way of thinking, looking at things. We become more detached. Otherwise, we will be so confused with only these things that we do not pass that threshold to become detached also. Okay, so slowly we have to practice, take the inner meaning of what is being said here, and then practice the detachment. Okay. So,
Hariom Bhagini,
yes, Bhagini.
can you please explain that 10th shloka's tatparyam again, once again, please?
Okay. So the 10th, 10th shloka. 10th shloka, va?
Srushtikarta kalpadau varnochida.
Srishtikarta kalpadau varnochita karmana saha. Varnochita means there are 4 varnas, right? For each of the varna, there is a prescribed duty. Like how I said, the kshatriyas, they need to protect the people. They need to rule the kingdom. That is their karma. That is prescribed duty. Similarly, the priesthoods. Okay?
Kalpadau ityukte Bhagini?
Huh?
Kalpadau ityukte from the beginning of time and teeskocha.
Correct. Yugadav. So when the creation first started, Varnochita karmana saha. So he told, okay, all of you, there are 4 varnas. For each varna, these are the prescribed duties. So you go, and with these karmanas, you prosper. Vriddhim prapnuvantu. Idam karma. Then these karmas, whatever karmas you are performing as per your assigned duties, they will give what you desire. That is the tatparyam. The second one also, let us see once. Yajnena santushtaha devaha prarthanam vinapi asmabhyam abhipsitam vastu prayachanti. So once they are happy, okay, with the yajnas, whatever is being offered to them, once the devas are happy, then we need not perform the prarthana. Prarthana vina api asmabhyam abhipsitam vastu prayachanti. They give whatever we desire, whatever is needed by us. Tebhyah devebhyah kimapi adatva yaha sarvam anubhavati saha chorah eva bhavati. So he who does not, without giving anything back to the devas, he who simply enjoys what is given by him. See, you look at it as at the community level. Say, for example, there is a kingdom. In that, the kings are offering or sponsoring all these yagas. The priests, some of them are performing these yagas. And then the farmers are working to provide food for everybody. And then there are other group of people who are providing like, material for the houses and clothes and all that. Okay, so everybody is doing their duties. Because of the yagas, the devas are happy. They are giving us whatever we want. There is plenty of rain. There is plenty of crop. And because the country is very prosperous, even people who are lazy, who are not doing anything, are also being fed right now by their families or by the king or by somebody. They are being fed. They are not doing anything, but they are being fed. Why? Because of the prosperity the whole kingdom has. But can he get away with that? He cannot get away with it. He will be considered as choraha, because here being considered as choraha means he's obtaining things without working for it. So runam, he is accruing runam. So he has to come back again in another life to give back whatever he has taken in this life without working for it. In the next life or in the life, he has to work and give. Nobody can have any balance. We all have to clear our balance. So he will have to be reborn again to give back whatever he took without working. If you do your prescribed duty, then whatever you take, because you are giving and taking, there is giving and taking, you will not accrue any runanubandha, especially if you do it without attachment. We have to do everything without attachment. And whatever we take also, we take without any attachment. I have to eat this meal today to keep my strength. You eat that meal. That's all. Okay. And whatever it is your responsibility to do, you do. That's all. So then no runanubandha will be there. You are not taking things without doing your duty. So you won't accrue any runanubandha and you will be closer to the path of moksha. So that is how we have to understand this. So how can one get without performing anything is because the others are performing. You consider a place where everything is so prosperous. Why? Because everybody is doing except a few people who are being lazy, not doing their duties, but they are able to get away with it. Why? Because everybody is very generous. They are just letting them go. Okay, let it be. Right? So they are getting away for now. But will they be able to get away forever? No, they will have to clear their debts. So that is how we have to, that is why choraha. Choraha means he who takes that which is not his. This is not his, because without doing your duty, if you are taking, simply taking, definitely then that is not your hard work. It need not be the same thing. Whatever, like you don't have to sow the seed to eat the rice. You are doing your duty elsewhere and you are taking the benefit from in a different way. So that is why the importance of the community is there. We have to look at everything as that dependency thing. So when we are doing, we cannot simply think that that is not my duty. He is doing, let him do whatever, however, I'm not bothered about it. We cannot think like that. We have to think, because this is a big cycle and everything is dependent on everything else. So when we are using water, we have to be cautious, because there will be water scarcity at some point of time. In some other region, there is already that, scarcity. Just because in our place we don't have scarcity, if we cannot simply use irresponsibly. We cannot take something like that. So being irresponsible also is like not doing your duty. We have to think of the bigger group and work, towards that. So always think about the whole big picture rather than only our house or our place or our need. Then everything, that is how it is. We have to look at this, not just the word meaning. We have to go a little beyond that. So that is for that shloka. And this third shloka, did we do this? Yajna Shishtashinah Santaha? I think we didn't do this. Okay. So did you read the Vyakaranam Bhagini?
न मन्ये
Patatu.
तात्पर्यमपि पठामि। यज्ञेन सन्तुष्टाः देवाः प्रार्थनां विनापि अस्मभ्यम् अभीप्सितं वस्तु प्रयच्छन्ति। तेभ्यः देवेभ्यः किमपि अदत्त्वा यः सर्वम् अनुभवति सः चोरः एव भवति। व्याकरणं सन्धिः वो देवाः वः योगदेवाः विसर्गसन्धिः सकारः रेफः उकारः गुणः तैर्दत्तान् तैः योगदत्तान् विसर्गसन्धिः रेफः प्रदायैभ्यो प्रदाय योग येभ्यः वृद्धिसन्धिः प्रदायैभ्यो यो प्रदायैभ्यः योग यः विसर्गसन्धिः सकारः रेफः उकारः गुणः यो भुङ्क्ते यः योग भुङ्क्ते विसर्गसन्धिः सकारः रेफः उकारः गुणः तेन एव तेनः योग एव विसर्गसन्धिः लोपः समासः यज्ञभाविताः यज्ञेन भाविताः तृतीया तत्पुरुषः कृदन्तः इष्टान् इषु योगाक्ता कर्मणि तान् प्रदाय प्रायोग दायोग ल्यप दत्तान् दायोग कर्मणि तान्
So here we have the sandhis. We have the visarga sandhi again, vriddhi sandhi, visarga lopa and visarga sandhi refa. What is the rule for visarga sandhi refa? Visarga replaced with refa. अकारः अथवा आकारात् परे विसर्गः अस्ति चेत् and विसर्गात् परे स्वराः अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनानि सन्ति चेत् विसर्गस्य स्थाने रेफः आदेशः भवति. सो अत्र विसर्गात् पूर्वम् अकारः विसर्गात् परे स्वरः एव इस् देर्. सो स्वरः अस्ति. अतः oh sorry, that is lopa. For refa also we have taihi plus dattan. So visargat purvam swaraha taihi.
That is different from a and a. So other than a and a, before visarga is there, then generally and after of course generally mrudu vyanjanas, then it will be visarga will be replaced with refa.
So one second, for the refa, akara, akara, vina, anya swaraha. So I is there, and then followed by mrudu vyanjanam the. So refa. And then lopa we already discussed. Vriddhi sandhi, I'm sure all of you know very well. Akarat pare ekaraha aikaraha asti chet aikaraha. Okaraha aukaraha asti chet aukaraha adeshaha bhavati. Anantaram, there is this another sandhi, visarga sandhi, which is written as sakara, refa, ukara, guna. It is given, no? So here how we need to read that is the vaha plus devaha. So here we have to take the pratipadikam. So here in place of vaha, by pratipadikam I mean initially that yushmad shabda, when it takes the here it is here this vaha is taken in the sense of dvitiya vibhakti, right? So there is a sakara when we look at Shakti. Kim bagini?
अत्र वः चतुर्थी विभक्तौ अस्ति.
Chaturthi va astu. So here when we are looking at one second. When we look at the vibhakti pratyayas, okay, the su, au, jas, out, shas, ta, bhyam, bhis. Okay, so these are the vibhakti pratyayas. If you notice, everywhere for some of them we get the sakara. Wherever normally that rupa has visarga, like tebhyaha. Okay, so bhyas. The actual pratyaya is bhyas. But finally, after certain sutras are applied, we get bhyaha. Tebhyaha, ramebhyaha, sitabhyaha. Like that, we get the visarga. That is another prakriya. But normally, the original sound of it is tebhyas. Okay, so bhyas is there. That sakara. So whenever you see sakara within the brackets, that is the sakara. And then, so here vas plus devaha. So the sakara. And then that sakara will be changed to refa by a sutra. And then that refa will again change to ukara. So sasajushoruhu is the sutra where the sakara changes to refa. And then the refa changes to ukara based on two sutras. Okay, based on two sutras, any one sutra will apply depending on the case. And after the ukara, the guna happens. That part you know. Once the u comes, vakarat pare ukaraha. So u it will have. And then it will become vakara va and then u. So the akara of va and the u guna will happen and wo, we get wo. Okay. So that is the sequence there. Okay. If you have already studied the sandhis completely, the sandhi book and all, then you will be able to understand whoever are new to this group. If you have any question also, you can let me know later on. We can discuss one day on that particular sequence of sandhis. Okay, so here that is about the sandhis. And then the samasa is yajna bhavitaha, yajnena bhavitaha. So those who are made happy by the yajnas. Tritiya tatpurusha. Anantaram ishtan, ishdhatoho ktha pratyayam. Okay, here it is used in the sense of karmani. Okay, pradaya. So pra upasarga da dhatoho lyabantam. Dattan. So da dhatoho ktha pratyaya. Again, it is used in the sense of karmani tan. Okay. So in the previous shloka also, yeah, there is nothing much in the kridantas. Okay. Okay. So that is about the vyakarana of this shloka. Any questions? So we are almost close to our time, 9:30. So if you have any questions, let me know. Now, regarding the people who joined only today, I don't know like what you were expecting out of this class, but if this is what you were expecting, you can continue. But my only concern is you haven't been in the Geetha Pravesha one, where we did a lot of practice on the sandhis and the samasas. So I'm not sure if you have already done that in your previous studies, whatever you have done. But if you'd like to catch up and follow these classes, I'm okay with it. If you think that this is not what you were expecting out of this class, I don't mind, if you stop attending also. But whatever it is, you let me know if there is anything I can do for you to continue in these classes. If there is anything that I can help you with, that also you let me know. Okay, but this is how we are going to discuss. We discuss the vyakarana, we discuss the karaka relations of the words, and then a little bit of philosophy also, as and when needed. And again, here everybody, we share our opinions. Not necessarily everyone has to agree with everybody else's, thinking. But we just like to share and take whatever we are able to take. Any questions? Okay. No chet. Shanti mantra.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः नमस्कार भगिनी धन्यवादः